Hello everybody, this is kinTut bringing you another StarCraft 2 replay. It's actually a 2v2. I played with one of my friends online. I believe we're gold, so let's jump in and see what's going on. Spawning here on the left side, this is on Boneyard, is my boy John, the red toss player. Blue Zerg player is myself, kinTut, and then spawning close by air, or close anyways, is vsZantezuken, who is also a Zerg player. I think he spawned random actually, and ThorsHammer, who is the Protoss, light blue and purple respectively for their colors. Or anyways, yeah, so basically what I'm going to do on this one is a nice little Baneling timing that works out pretty well for 2v2s. So pretty much I'm going to go 14 gas, 13 pool. I believe I go 13 pool on this one. I believe I do the gas extractor trick, or not. No, I'm not going to. Not sure why I did. Typically I'll go ahead and gas extractor on this build, but it doesn't look like I did at that time. So there's 13. At 14 I should drop a gas and then a spawning pool after that. And then Johnny is going to be going with a I believe it's a Colossus kind of thing. That's me pinging where they're going to be at. So just doing a little scouting. There's the gas at 14. I may go with yeah, and there's the 13 pool, and then just drone up. Typically I'll drone up to 16 and then start an overlord. It times it out just about right. Over here we've got the first gateway going down for John. Got a gateway going down for ThorsHammer, and pool is down. He actually got his pool down before me, Zan. We're going to call him Z. Z did. Dropping his gas now. Another little trick that I've learned for this timing that I like to do is after I get the 100 gas, 150 gas, 100 for speed, start speeds first, and then after I get 50 gas, drop the Baneling pit, and then the speed and the Baneling pit will finish up at just about the same time, so I can go ahead and turn some Banelings on and do some damage. So spawning pool's done, Queen's coming out. There's the Overlord should be finishing up here, a little bit supply block, but not too bad. There's 100 gas, should be getting the speed here. Come on, speed. Go speed. A little late on the speed. Evo chamber down for vsZantezuken, and we've got Cyber Core and another gateway, so 2 gate Cyber Core, Forge, Cybernetics Core, and a pylon. And I'll be moving my little guy out there, and yeah, there's the speed finally going down, the Baneling pit's down. This isn't going to line up quite as nicely. I should move those lings out here in a second, just kind of keeping them back to see if he sends anything out. It's got one on gas, not grabbing speed. And we got cannons going up for John, and warp gate starting, and a robo facility. As I said, he's going to be going with Colossus, so just hanging these overlords out here, spot any incoming mutas. And I got my expansion going down here in the back, and I'll pump out another 12 or some more lings, and then switch over to droning pretty heavy. We do have a roach more in this down and up, or down, so he'll be going roaches. Moving the lings out a little bit here. Hello, Lyote, little Lyote. He is going to see all those lings streaming out, so they're going to do a little block off here, see what they can do. Croning out, looks like some stalkers, and trying to get that warp gate done. 4 Banelings on the way, that's typically how I roll. 4 Banelings and some lings. Did supply cap myself. One of the few times I did it in this portion of the game. So moving in with the lings, get their attention, and then slide it back a little bit, clean up all of his lings. And I'm probably going to snipe off, there's one stalker, might stomp another one off here. Yeah, I got a good surround on this one, so I'll be able to get another one off, and not paying attention to my macro apparently. We do have the Robo Bay going down to Johnson, no lurks on the way out. little bit of explosion there, just enough to do a little bit of damage and get a little scouting in, see what all we've got going on. And droning up behind it. We got one stalker out for John, a couple more stalkers. That little rush there kind of buys a little bit of time. I do have an Evo chamber out here, mostly just in case he was going to go Mutas, so I can get a little detection out, or any sort of Stargate play from our Protoss player. So now it'll settle down for a little bit. We do have Blink on the way for our ThorsHammer guy, +1 weapon just about finished, and some cannons going up. Extended Thermal Lance in the first Colossus on the way for John, and I'm continuing to drone up pretty hard here. Another Queen on the way for that natural. We'll be 2 basing on this one. Typically I like to grab 3 bases, but this one it's a little tricky, especially this close to grab that. Good defense here. Got the roaches out. My layer's now on the way, and Z will be expanding now, so a bit ahead of the expansion game. Looking at the harvester count, a little bit behind I was, but I'm starting to catch up now since I'm doing the hardcore droning. You do end up a little bit slow on the economy. I got some stalkers moving out going this way, but if you can do enough damage, or at least keep them pinned back and a little bit hesitant to move out, you can make that up in no time. So layer's just about 3/4 of the way finished. We do have a layer on the way and speed on the way for our other Zerg player. And we got these 4 guys. They might come up, take a peek up, and we'll see. His blink's just about finished, so probably move up with that. +1 is done. He's got +2 on the way, and he's sneaking an expansion down over here. Not a bad idea to sneak expansions if they work. So got some defensive banelings here just in case they moved out, but just gonna go ahead and go home. Lost a little bit of shields, but nothing too big. And the biggest thing about that is he didn't move up far enough to see the Colossus. We do have the Spire on the way, 9 more drones, so continuing to drone pretty heavily here. Look at the income, I'm way ahead on harvesters. We do have the expansion now up for Z, and looks like we got 3 gate, 4 gate, so he should be able to pump out a decent amount of units here. Does start to drop some air, so pretty good timing. A little bit behind where you would typically see him, just because of how much economy you have to cut for that early wing pressure. And these extra wings I had to force out kind of cut back on the economy also. So the Spire should be done here. Pumping out a few more Zerglings and some more drones. I'm actually fully saturated here, so I'm going to end up oversaturated there and undersaturated. No, that's he's undersaturated. And a little bit undersaturated, but not too bad. Kind of pulling up minerals and gas as much as I can so I can pump out a whole crap load of mutas to attack at one time. I do have the +1 attack and the centrifugal hooks up, starting to spawn more speedlings. There's 2 mutalix and the +1 attack. I like getting that +1 attack. It's pretty happy there. Spire, the layer is up for our other Zerg player, and he's starting to drone up +1, +2 melee on the way actually. Robo facility going on for our other Protoss player, and another Colossus out warping in some more zealots. Spell-it charge is also up. Typically I like to get about 8 to 10 before I move out with my mutas, and pretty much just continue to do the mutas and lings. Could get a macro hatch here, would actually help out. And you gotta watch, especially when you start pumping this hard, watch your supply count. Some more mutas on the way, so should have a pretty decent muta force. And they're starting to move out now with some stalkers. We've got a pretty good, enough to really handle that if it actually does move all the way in. And we got some more lings on the way, burrow on the way, roaches on the way. Infestation pit is finished now for our other Zerg player. Continuing to pump out lings and mutas, and see, this is where that macro hatch or another base comes up. You notice the gas is low, minerals are skyrocketing, so I could actually end up with more lings here. So we're going to move out. Just going to park these guys back here and come in behind the actual attack. He is going to should see us moving through here. +1 attack, air attack is just about finished. and making a couple of drones for some reason. Just kind of checking this bottom expansion to see if it's there. Didn't see it, so going to move in for the attack. Going to send the lings in first. Keep everything away from the clock as much as possible. Go through here. And then the mutas are moving in behind. Got some good baneling hits there, eating through all of this. The roaches are about to all die. Stalkers moving over to engage the other stalkers, but really tearing through them. More mutaglyphs on the way, more lings on the way, and the mutas in the back here. Killed off one sport, and then went to work on some drones and clicked back over. So pretty much destroying this mineral line up in front, beating through all of their forces, warping in another round of zealots, it looks like, but that's not really going to do much. And there's the GG. So hope you guys enjoyed. It's a pretty decent strategy here if you can go ahead and keep them well taken care of. Another round of mutas that could have gotten sent in there. Pretty much had this pretty much done and coming across there. So hope you all enjoy. If you got anything to say about it, let me know, and leave any comments below.